finest. Juice.
I'm thrilled to be talking to Sid from the Orielles at what is one of the most exciting times for you in the band.
Yeah.
Well, you are releasing your debut album, Silver Dollar Moment, and that's coming out on Friday, right?
Yeah.
Well, how does it feel to hear that your debut album's coming out soon?
It's really exciting, yeah. It's been a long time coming, I guess, so we're really excited for everyone to hear it and finally get it out. So.
There must be a little bit of kind of nerves to see what the public hear of it, because I can imagine you've listened to these songs hundreds of times.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess a little bit nervous, but just mainly excitement now.
I bet. So what have you got planned as celebrations for Friday?
We're starting our tour properly on Friday, playing Nottingham, so I guess maybe just have a few bevies and stuff. A good night of it, yeah.
Hopefully
maybe have some tins in the van on the way down.
Well, let's make it champagne for the release of your debut album.
Yeah.
But can you guys remember the first time you started talking about creating your first LP? Because you guys have been together for a few years now. Yeah,
it was kind of something that we've had in the pipeline for a while with our management and stuff. When Heavenly came on board, it obviously became a bit more serious. And at first, when they were like, "Oh, you're going to be releasing an album," we kind of didn't really know how to take it because it's such obviously a big step. And we were a little bit apprehensive to take that step forward, but we're so thankful that we did now.
Did you have any goals, ideas, or themes you kind of wanted to explore on the album?
I don't think there's any kind of running themes throughout the album, but it's all pretty kind of surreal in terms of themes and lyrics.
Yeah.
Obviously quite a lot of film references that we talk about in a lot of interviews and stuff that you've probably heard about, and literature and that kind of thing.
So where did this love for films come from?
I studied film at university, so I guess it was definitely strengthened for me doing that. But we've always been into film, really. I remember when we first wrote Sugar Tastes Like Soul, a good few years ago now, we actually played the song behind some projections of Death Proof, Tarantino's film.
Very cool.
From then we kind of adopted that idea more greatly, like other songs.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like you're trying to, at any avenue, bring your love of films through, like the recent video for Let Your Dogtooth Grow.
Yeah.
Well, it's a wicked video, really funny in parts. And it's just shot really nicely. There's a nice storyline, and I know it was directed by Sam Boulier, but I can imagine you had quite a lot of say in the ideas process. Yeah,
we did. We've always been really into the idea of helping out with the creative process as much as possible. We enjoy coming up with narratives and stuff like that for videos. It's something that we've always taken very seriously.
Now, what makes this album doubly as exciting is that it's being released on Heavenly Recordings, which is one of the best and frankly coolest indie labels out there.
Yeah, for sure.
That must just be a bit surreal in the first place, but how did that kind of relationship start with them?
Yeah, it's definitely surreal. They've always been a label that we've loved and looked up to, but never quite thought that it would become a reality. But I think it kind of came about mainly when we toured with the Parrots, who were on their label as well, and they obviously saw us then at a few shows in London. Then just kind of got conversation started from then, sent them some demos for our album, and they just really liked them. And then pretty much after that it was all very, very fast. The process seemed to kind of snowball from there. They just took us out for dinner one day. A week later they were like, "Let's do a record together." So.
Oh, amazing. Was it a good dinner, or was it like a burger bar?
It was an amazing dinner. We went to a place called Bundabust in Leeds, which is kind of like an Indian tapas place. So you get loads of little dishes and stuff, and you can share it, but
that must have been...
Yeah, I bet.
How do you keep calm in a situation like that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't really think we ate much. But.
Brighton's finest. Juice.
So one of the things I love about the album, which is a really great debut, I've been listening to a lot and really enjoying it a lot, is that it never really stays in one place, the sound of it. It kind of rolls through funk, pop, disco, rock, dreamy psych, but yet it always stays like the sound of the Orielles.
Yeah.
Were you kind of obsessing over certain albums at the time of writing these songs, or were you obsessing over certain acts at the time?
I think quite the opposite, really. Like, I think the thing that makes it so diverse of an album is the fact that we were literally listening to such a wide range of stuff. Like, I can't even really pinpoint a few bands that we listened to. It was all just a massive range of stuff, and we're all into different bands as much as we are the same kind of things. We all bring our own things to the table, so to speak.
Yeah, and something I did want to ask you about was how it was recording the album Silver Dollar Moment, because you were in Eve Studios in Stockport with producer Marta Salongi. I may be saying that terribly wrong. But he's worked with the likes of Bjork, Goldfrapp, the XX, but also quite a new kid on the block.
Yeah, she's amazing. We just clicked with her straight away, really. Like, we did Sugar Taste Like Salt with her as well. And obviously that turned out exactly how we wanted it to. So we knew she was right for the album. And yeah, she's just got like crazy ideas, and she's dead fun to work with, really easygoing as well. So it's kind of like a match made in heaven, really.
Oh, that's so nice, because, you know, it is a stressful time going into a studio, even though it's super exciting. So to have someone you can relay off and just feel relaxed around is such an important thing.
Yeah, totally.
Now, obviously, it's going to be an extremely exciting and a hell of a whirlwind of a year for you guys, because the debut album's coming out, and you're going to be playing lots of gigs. I know you've got 7 dates coming up in February, as well as some gigs in April and May, which includes The Great Escape. What else have you got coming up? Like, have you got any festivals announced? And have you been working on a new video?
Yeah, so we've got quite a few festivals announced so far, like Why Not, Chuck Festival, Kendall Calling, like amongst some others. And then like quite a few that are unannounced yet as well. So I think it's going to be a pretty busy summer. And yeah, in terms of video, we've actually got a video for Blue Suitcase coming out on Friday. Yeah.
That is one of my favourite songs on the album.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, I'm glad you've gone ahead with that.
Yeah.
Can you give me a little bit of a run through of what the video's like?
Yes, it's kind of, we kind of go on a road trip around to Blue Suitcase by the side of the road and decide to pick it up and take it with us along our travels, and then kind of bump into a few people on the way, look inside the suitcase, but it never is quite revealed what's inside. That's up to interpretation from the viewer.
Brighton's finest. Juice.